I guess intro is not working. Google is acting up again. All right, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Okay. All right, here we go. There's no webinar this Thursday. And next week also it'll be Tuesday and Friday because I have to work Thursday night. Looking forward to that. So it'll be Tuesday and Friday. I'll bring it up again next week. So, all right, here we go. Happy Turkey Day for those. Pray for the turkeys. I see them getting on their ship and flying away. But anyway. So, all right, here we go. Greetings to you, prime prayer, blessings. Send you love and light in your incarnations as you see future timelines of yourself, as you rebuild yourself for a new future year. 2011 will be 12, 14, 18, 2018 is going to be, yes, a year of great change. But most likely in the middle of your year, you most likely will not see a great movements with around your 18 as you see what's going on in your media. As for those in the private matters, do not know how to keep their hands to themselves, that is being brought out. Yes, in your next year it's going to get a lot heavier. And it will continue to do so as you go in through your ascension process. Many of you are asking for this for some time. And some of you are asking also for an ascension quicker. And you see it has grown itself some wheels, hasn't it? It might not be what you're looking for, but it is change in progress as humanity, of course, gets together and you choose what you wish to experience. Realize that. It's sometimes hard for some to realize. And those in the third dimension that are very connected to the third dimension, they're going to be, yes, their world's going to be a little bit rocked because the foundation is going to start coming apart slowly as you connect more to your universe. So that's going to be interesting. As for, they're going to ignore it as much as they can as your Earth transforms. But of course, you are there to also bring in comfort, not just to just say, look at the transition, but also you're there to send out positive energies. You're already aware of this to those that are freaking out, basically. That has not quite come here yet, but it is on its way. I imagine some of you have already seen it in some regard. They'll be panicked. It's just the way it is, but it's okay. Not yet. but it is on its way. So change does that, doesn't it? So blessings to you, harmonious energies to you, message from the angels to just be good to yourselves. Blessings. I am Raphael. Greetings. Realize many of you are already aware, but the feminine and the masculine are balancing themselves at this moment and will continue to do so. Yes, it will be a rocky boat from here on, as those that are very masculine do not recognize the feminine of themselves will eventually see it eventually. You have some time on that, so there's no worries. Not to say there's anything to worry, but some do have difficulties looking within themselves. As you might be aware, looking in is very difficult, looking out is fine. When you look in, you see things that you're not always comfortable with, especially if they do see themselves as an alien being, which does have a glimpse here and there. Everyone's had it, but doesn't think much of it. That will eventually become more aware in due time. But right now, the feminine and masculine are in a balance mode and will continue to do so as you will feel more equal rights. It's already been happening, of course, but it is going to cause a culture change drastically. Fine. And of course, the masculine has been pushing a lot of that away recently. But there's only so far they could push for them to lose leverage. And that is what's been going on recently in your news, basically. Of course, always knowledge of your Atlantis is going to come to you more clearly over time as downloads, as you re-enter back into that timeline, basically, a modern version of it. Instead of a modern Rome, you're going to more of a modern Atlantean mindset. So much traditions will be changed. Monarchies will come and go, or mostly go and not return. And yes, your British monarchy will find its end eventually, possibly in your timeline, but eventually it will. It will burn itself out. Eventually. Much of the people are keeping it alive also. That can only last so long as the awakening continues. That will no longer exist. And many of you are involved with that because it's not needed. And many other things are not needed, of course. And you're in the process of removing those also. I'm here to answer your questions also, whenever you are ready.
Well, I think I'll be first asking your
Please.
questions, Raphael, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So, what do you have for me tonight that I could benefit?
Yes, you've been clearing a lot of blockages of Earth's history, actually, recently. I believe this is something for others to see the future, the past and the future more clearly. This has been done in your astral. As you probably remember that much of the Earth's history has been lost for some very good reason, for lessons to be learned. But now those lessons have been learned. More archaeologists will find places that they never, it's like they tripped over it and did not see. So many are going to be reevaluating the Earth also over time. as your Earth unveils itself, its true histories, basically. I see your energy is much involved with that, and others here, of course, too.
Well, thank you. Galactic history at its best.
Yes, yes, so
So,
much. Yes.
can you like my second question? Do you have a story like we share, you and I? Do we have any togetherness there? Bouncing the walls? Yeah, yeah.
One moment. Well, there are galactic archangels where your energy is there, as for even putting worlds to sleep, such as this one, and then awakening others. It's like you put a staff into it to close it down so it can figure itself out. Some do become a little bit ahead of themselves. And so going to a third dimension is sometimes for the best. And this world has that too. Yes, this one has a lot of hard lessons. So others are not that, aren't that hard on each other. But I do see you involvement in that.
And
It
that
is,
is
yes,
you and that's the story about you and me. Hmm?
partially yes.
Okay. Cool.
You're
Thank
involved
you.
with that. Yes.
Nice. I'll try to connect to that if I can remember it. And next up is Liz.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
Greetings. I would like to know, I saw a ship 2 days ago or 2 nights ago. I was really trying to connect, was interrupted because my husband came in talking to me, but I caught a glimpse of the ship right above my head, very far, far away, of course, up on the sky, but it did power up, but it got really bright and then just kept going farther and farther up towards north. It's not the way the airplanes go here, so I know it's not an airplane. It didn't have the characteristics of an airplane, and I could sense there was a connection there, but I got distracted. So could you tell me who were?
Yes, that was the Yael. I believe it had a Palladian connection also, but mostly it was a Yael. It was a Yael ship.
Yeah,
with the Yael beings. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
yes,
it seems like they're trying to connect with me lately because it's is there any message from them?
Well, yes, as they connected you, they did give you energies to your chakras to give you more focus. They're there to show you that you are protected, but yes, there's been much activity around you, as you can see. Basically, they're just to show you themselves as a beacon that things will. The reason why they're there is to show you things are changing. It should be more of a quiet year for you. They can't guarantee entirely, but for the most part, you should have a pretty quiet year from the recent events. But also, they seem to be connecting to other races of different species of Palladian. You might be able to see in your meditations that you have been connected to recently. I do see some of them with like a red eye, not necessarily an eye, but a diamond-like shape energy in their forehead. So most of them are bluish, actually. So I believe those will come to you eventually. They're healers, basically. But they are assisting the earth, as many are.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yes.
you. Blessings.
Next one is Humberto.
Hello there.
Yes.
Okay. My first question is, the Tibetans in the 11th century really have mystical abilities like flying and traveling as fast as an arrow, or was it all based on out-of-body experiences that then later confused as physical reality?
That was mostly out of body experiences. They had that ability. Some were able to fly, most were not. So that is true and partially that some were able, but some others were saying they could do the same thing. It was mostly astral. It was mostly out of a body. Now, earlier in the ages, yes, they were capable of doing this, but a lot of them lost their powers over time. Of course.
I see. My second question is, there is a lot of talk that the Earth's magnetic field is extremely weak and that a pole shift is imminent. I want to know if we will be going through a pole shift and the repercussions that that would bring anytime soon.
A slight one, yes, but nothing major. Some are seeing timelines where it's truly happening. You will feel a slight transition, but nothing that will be drastic. Not at this time from what we're seeing. So, no worries.
Okay.
At this time.
Thank you so much for your time. You too. Blessings.
Greetings, Raphael. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
I can hear you.
How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Well, I don't know what to ask today. I'm totally crushed. So do you have any message for me?
Just to rest, clear your energies. Meditate if you feel like you should, but you don't have to. But basically, to rest your energies. There are many alien energies around you to bring up your senses, to open you up more, to bring a healing in. But right now, just to take it easy on yourself. That's the main message at this time.
Okay. Is there any messages from, let me see, from my grandmother on my father's side?
Yeah, she's been. She says she's still hard-headed. Nothing has changed much, and of course she's around you. But even she's hard. Her energy is around you. She does push away beings that don't need to be in your space. But recently, also, there does seem to be a change in your vibration to allow more of a positive timeline to come in. It is still. It has not quite reached you, but it is in the process at this time. So she says. But she is watching over, of course.
Okay. Thank you so much, and much love and blessings.
Yes, blessings.
Next is the Galactic. Galactic Federation of, right? Hello?
He's not here.
We're going over to Brian then.
Hello, hello.
Yes, greetings.
Hello, this is Logan. As we were going to speak up. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. As we were going to school,
driving today.
Yeah, as we were driving today, we saw 2 jets spraying the chemtrails, and I guess they were after something. And a black beam came straight out of one, and it looked like it was following something. Can you tell me what was happening there?
Say a black beam. How does this work exactly?
In front of the jet.
It was right in front of the jet.
Oh yes.
Chemtrails, but there's a
that was to blind it. It was to depower the chemtrail energies, and that was I believe actually Zeta presence there. It was Zeta. It was depowering the chemtrail energies, from what I can see.
Oh wow.
You guys, what I'm picking up on at this time.
Okay, and my second question is: there have been certain entities interacting with some of my family. Can you tell me their intentions with what they're doing?
It does seem like they're opening up the third eye. They're opening up some senses, but not interfering too much. I do see some Yahyel there, but also Palladian energies. There's actually a handful of other beings that are there. Zeta's there too, it seems. But it does seem like they're just assisting you to help you see eye to eye to a certain degree. That's what I'm seeing at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so next is Pete.
Hi.
Yes, greetings.
Hi, greetings, Raphael. I was wondering about what was about my energy or what was going on in my field. Recently, I feel like I had like a download of some kind, but in my sense, it's like a reminder. Can you tell me what that is?
Well, I see a lot of elemental energies. Actually, I see Fendorian energies around you. Hold on a bit. They are, I believe they're tuning your energies to connect with their ships, basically to astral project with them a lot easier. Because sometimes it seems like when you connect with them, you fade out sometimes in your astral travels.
Yeah, because I feel like this. I feel as if I'm doing 50%, and then immediately my attention switches to something else as I'm
Yes.
aware.
Somebody gets your attention, and then you fade out. You're not intentionally to do that, but yeah, your vibration is not. It's been tampered with, it seems, too. I believe reptilian involved with that.
Yes.
So it's in the works. You're in the shop to be fixed, it seems. Basically, what's going on, an energy's been hitting you that's been reversing your direction, your energy field. And that's from reptilian.
So in my case, I felt like as if I was with a really strong shield, like how people see like on those anime shows that they have a blast of energy, and they actually, with my mind, to hold my ground.
Yes.
It's in that sense how it looks, in a sense.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
My next question is that anything that any messages for me at this time? Anything that I need to know?
You're just getting more into your power. You're allowing yourself to heal easier and transport your energies. I even see telekinesis, not to say you're connecting with that at this time, but I do see those abilities increasing slightly. It doesn't mean you're going to move things right away, but it does seem like some of those abilities are being enhanced slightly. So basically the idea is that your energy is just being grounded better so you can focus your energy.
So anything about my guides, like saying like what to do next, or
They just say go by your path, what feels right, and that's it.
Okay.
You're doing the right thing. Just follow what you feel.
Okay, thank you so much. I really need to go into the shop.
Yes. Blessings.
Next is Omran.
Hello, is this Raphael?
Yes. Yes.
Raphael. I really don't know what to ask, but is there anything I should know at this moment? Anything you want to tell me? Anyone else?
We've been connecting much of the prime creator energies to receive more knowledge. Libraries of knowledge are coming into your energy fields. It's not necessarily needed to be known, but it is becoming more. You're filling your energy field with more information about your universe and where this earth is going also, and how to assist others in your own way. So that's what I'm seeing at this moment. Who I'm allowed to connect to, at least.
Okay. My second question is, oh, I forgot it. Sorry. Well, what am I doing as my higher self right now?
Telling many what to do, it seems. Even archangels, we're giving a lot of advice, is what I see, actually. Your advice, and you're also counseling many spirit guides also, I see. They're having a lot of troubles. So you have like even a little room where you talk to them, or you take them somewhere where they feel comfortable, basically. Where do you want to go? Then they go there and you have your conversation with them. Help them sort their problems when they're connecting to those that they're guiding. So it seems to be what you're doing mostly at this time. Oh, that's part of it, of course.
Ah, well then, that's easy job, is it? Or
not necessarily, because a lot of guides are having difficulties guiding those they're assigned to, if you want to call it that. But some of them are having communication issues, so you are assisting the communication side of it, it seems.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel some of it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Raphael.
Yes.
I often call on your healing, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Much love.
Next is Lucy. Lucy?
Not there, it seems.
Yes, I'm here. My headphones fall out. I'm sorry. Well, okay, I have two questions.
Greetings.
The first one is I've been under like this psychic attack from all these different things, and there's these things, and they're called chimeras. What do I do about that?
Tell them to go away. Somebody brought them to you. So tell them to go back where they came from.
Is that if I'm going in astral? Do they want to put stuff on me? I mean,
they're from reptilian. They're like little minions that work with reptilians, from what I see. So they're little workers, basically, is what I see, and you can just visualize white light around them and send them on their way. A lot of them are actually lost. So I believe they took a detour and they came to you. They think that you are their mother, it seems. I know it sounds humorous.
Oh no.
I don't think you want them as your mother, but
no.
So just blind them with the light. I imagine they will go.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that.
I can do this myself.
Yes.
Okay. And now, you know how the general thing when people meditate is Om because it contains all of the sounds. Yes. But if you say new new or something like that. Have you heard of the guide named Rebazartars?
Yes.
And Gopal Das?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And can they really take you to higher planes than the second heaven of the pearly gates?
Well, I believe you can get there on your own. You don't necessarily need their assistance.
Me personally, you mean?
Yes.
Because of who I am.
Well, that's everyone individually. I mean, if you feel you need to connect with them and take it, yes, that's fine. But you can bring in whoever you want to assist you to go there. And that goes for everybody.
Do you go there?
Of course.
How high does it go?
Pretty high. But you can do this individually. You do not need an escort that somebody assigns to you.
Okay, can I ask them to be my guides?
If you choose to. That is fine, I believe.
It would be good for me.
That's fine. Yes, and that's fine. What you feel is right for you, that'll be fine.
Thank you.
Blessings.
And blessings.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, next is Colin.
Greetings, Raphael.
Yes, greetings.
Hi, do you and the archangels have a message for me about my relationship?
Just take things slowly. There have been some blockages coming around you, but sometimes they the idea is to focus on yourself right now, but also realize that you will be seeing through those blockages and seeing a better version of you, but also an understanding of your situation also. So sometimes a pause is good to see where the grass is greener, basically, or see basically what you have been missing in your recent journeys as for this relationship. Basically, I believe you will see more of what's going on that has not revealed itself. It will find itself to you, it seems. A little bit, but enough. It should. At least by the end of this week. Yes.
It's getting slowly clearer, but yeah, it's been quite a trip.
Yes.
And then do you and the collective have any other messages for me?
Yes, you mean connecting to Mother Mary's energies on other versions of Earth. I mean, very close, such as very close energies. Very close. But also, that is the reason for this hardship in this life also is because someone like her does usually incarnate in a very dense environment. You're learning through her vibrations, it seems. Yeshua also, but I believe through hers, mostly. So you notice that Yeshua did not choose an easy incarnation. You say yours is somewhat similar, in its own way, of course.
Are you saying Mother Mary learns through my incarnation and that our energies are close? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. Blessings.
Yes.
Next one is Kingsley.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Do I have any messages? All right. No.
Only that you mean connected to the Palladians recently, the winged Palladians, those that fly. But these have wings. And they've been training you to understand your abilities more. But basically, I believe you've just been hanging out with them for the most part. That's what I see at this moment.
Oh, okay. I've been working on my levitation, seeing myself levitating around in my visualization so it can manifest. But I think I'm doing a good job, right?
Yes, just continue on. The more that you want it sooner than later, it's best to just be patient with it. Have fun with it. The more you enjoy it and that you see the progress will give yourself more power. So you just go with the flow of it, basically. Because you're clearing a lot of blockages so you can connect more to your chakra energies. That's allowing this to happen. So, listen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is this the same for my telekinesis?
Yes.
All right. Because
just be thankful also that you have these abilities. Thankfulness helps also. And that goes for everyone too.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Daniel, and I have his questions here. The first one is, are there any messages from my main guides?
Yes, they say just rest this weekend, or this weekend, they're saying. The more that you just take it easy, sleep more if you need to, if you are able to do so, is basically they'll help you levitate your energies, basically help you cycle out a lot of low energy that has been causing difficulties. That's only messages.
Okay, and his second question is, this past Sunday, I channeled some information for my cousin. She wanted to know the likelihood of her getting a job she interviewed for, and I received highly likely. I knew that I didn't mean guaranteed, but I didn't tell her that. I found out today that she didn't get the job. What can be said about the quality of information I channeled for her that night?
Well, realize there's a lot of, I believe it's still pretty high, but remember it has to do with choice. humans still have choice, and beings that connect to it, that energy, aren't always going to bring back the right information. Freedom of choice does cause difficulties in predicting the future. So I believe that your connection is still pretty high. It's just you have to clear out for when it comes to for humans making their own choices, basically. Leave that open so that way, because I believe that you're looking for a yes or a no. That's fine, but also when you connect to free will, you connect more to the free will energies, you'll get more of a more honest answer. But not everything is there to be yes and no. Predicting the future is never meant to be easy. So just keep connecting, basically. Lessons.
Okay, and then next is Tran.
Hello, Prime Creator.
Yes. Mike. Raphael. Not Prime Creator.
Oh, Raphael. Hi.
Yes.
I had a question about something that I experienced maybe a week ago. I was in a room high up, like 40 floors up or something. And I looked out the window at another hotel room, which had one of those lift systems that were outside of the building, so you could actually see the lift, like in a glass tube going up and down. And when I looked at the lift, it actually felt as if my hotel room was moving up and down like a lift as well. So was I connecting to the lift, or was I connecting to somebody in the lift, or what was happening there?
It does seem like you're connected to another dimension where you're. It does seem like you're making this happen. I believe you are making this happen, from what I can tell. So it does connect you connected to a higher energy, and so you're experimenting with your energies. I know it sounds a little bit strange, but that is what I'm saying. Not to say, and there's a vortex energy there too, so that matrix is not as 100% as I would like it to be. Let's put it that way.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last part.
Basically, the matrix is not as sturdy there as it would like to be. Thank you.
Okay, well, then we go over to Martin.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
I was wondering if there's any messages for me from you.
Yes, not to hesitate to connect to your abilities. Not to say you are doing that, but just realize that you are. You can connect to the archangel energies also if you wish for healing and to sharpen your skills, basically to meditate with our vibrations. A moment. To do a clearing. A clearing of your energies will help you open yourself up more. When you feel like there's a blockage, when you feel like you're not connecting as clearly as you'd like to, archangel vibrations are bringing assistance to you. Basically, do an internal and external healing for you.
Okay. Thank you. My other question is, I've been kind of lethargic lately, just not really getting a lot done. But I've also had periods of, like, in my life where I have a lot of energy and I accomplish a lot in a short period of time. So my question is, how can I be in that more energetic state more often?
Well, it does seem like you're connecting more to a zeta side of you. That is more of the lazy energy, you can say. They do have that. They're just basically like a wandering energy. Basically, that's what's going on. So I think it's a phase that you're going through right now. Basically, I say just to ride it out. Ask for more Palladian energies to and just intentionally to ask for assistance. Also, yeah, y'all are known to be workaholics. Not to say you need that, but it does help. Also, angelic, basically just an intention for healing. Basically, ask for assistance. Arcturian is good also. Basically, what you need is Arcturian infusion because the Zeta energy around you seems to be quite thick, and there've just been a lot of them around you, and so it seems to have rubbed off on you, basically. So, and your DNA is already heavy. So, something to meditate with. Also, Buddha's energy, if you wish to connect to, also, it's a gradual process. It's not something that's going to instantly clear. Just give it a couple of days to evolve. Gradually move out of that mode. Just have a goal. I believe you already have like a certain goal you like to connect with, and just gradually move into that. Eventually, you'll see yourself come back. From what it seems.
All right. Thank you very, very much.
And we're on to Bobby.
Hi, Raphael.
Greetings.
Hi. I got I guess I'll ask the same question Martin asked. Do you have any messages for me for my current situation?
One moment. Well, what I'm being told is there's untapped, there's talent within you that has not been connected to you fully. Of interest, and it's something to go into a discovery to try out certain parts of your talent, certain things you have not been thinking about, but have not really gave it a shot. It does seem like it will help you get out of this. It'll help you in your situation ever so slightly. Not necessarily going to turn it around all the way, but it does seem like your spiritual energies will help. But as for bringing in income, we'll find it not necessarily income, but it changing your timeline. Basically, it has to do with a lot with your talent abilities, but it is something that's not going to be a quick fix, but will bring assistance. That makes sense.
Do you have any advice on healing? Being like the healer in chief, I said in reading my energies, what would you recommend? I use call you for guided meditations a lot of the time too. Or advice?
Well, you can connect to the archangel source energies. Well, there's several archangels there to bring assistance to clear the blockages. Also, source energy from the prime creator, God's energy also you can bring in to do basically a energy sweep is recommended. As you feel, of course. So.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Okay, next is Marvin.
Greetings, Raphael. My question is, if I wanted to make contact with the three Zetas that's been watching our family, do I don't know their names. Do I call them by their name or just ask them to show up?
You can always ask them their names. Clear your energy or surround where you live with light, just the intentions of light. And then you can always ask them their names and see what comes to you. And also, you can always ask them to see them. You can do it. Okay. You can always say it out loud if you want. You can always say it telepathically. Telepathically probably might make you feel a little bit more comfortable because you can do it throughout your day. Eventually, I believe they will make a slight appearance.
Okay. Does that also, do they sense like if my uneasiness, like if they do show up, does they sense that?
Yes, I see all of it. Okay. Yes, that's why they don't make appearances. That's why most beings don't make appearances, because they know exactly what's going on with you.
Okay,
So,
does that freak them out, or does it?
no.
Because I know it freaks humans out, but does it freak them out even more?
Well, if humans get more, if a human gets irrational, yes. If like you're in a moment of seeing them, and you get kind of out of control, they see it before you see it, and then they disappear. So they can get they can get tied up too. But most of the time, I believe you'll be fine for the most part. But they can also send you an energy of basically where you're not afraid. Basically, just their thoughts come to you. So it's like all fear is gone. Basically, they raise your vibration. Basically. So
Okay. My second question is, if I want to, on my last, one of my questions I asked, they was talking about, I think it was Cyrus. He was saying that it might be a possibility that they might want to try to show up. Now, my question is, if let's just say, if I want to, I guess, get a teaching or learning from, because I'm a real history buff. I'm trying to figure out why do I keep trying to find out about ancient history. And if I wanted them, let's just say that, I guess, have a sit down face to face, will they come?
Most likely they will connect through a telepathic energy. Basically, it's possible. It's as long as they feel that they're in a safe environment, you never know. I believe you've already been talking to them about it, so it's a possibility. You always feel their energy around. They'll give you telepathic messages. That's mostly likely. As for physically seeing them, I do see that come through more clear in your third eye also. So,
okay. Thank you, Raphael.
Okay, next is Claire.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. So on Monday morning, I dreamed of meeting CDJ for the first time at her wedding. And then afterwards, I failed the dance audition. And the whole dream felt like a joke. And I was wondering if you can give me some insight into that dream.
Well, it feels like it was I see a Zeta presence there with that dream. I believe it was you were seeing the future as a possibility. It might have been seen as a joke at the time, but I believe that there was some seriousness there. So it does seem like they're preparing you for a future event at this time. I don't think it was entirely a prankster energy.
Right, because CDJ is my twin flame, so I thought that was like sort of a joke. But yeah.
Yeah, it was, yes, but not in a negative way though.
Okay. So my second question is for my friend David Kiyodara. So do you have any information on his romantic relationship, such as when will he meet his future partner?
Well, it'll have to be in a social environment. Eventually, he will find himself in a social environment, and he will not be looking for it either. So, of course, you have your online connections. It's basically to open up his social environment more. It's okay, but it needs to be increased. But that is up to him. But a social environment is where you make this connection. As for when, it is up to him. No time frame has been set at this time.
Okay, thank you, Raphael.
Okay, next is Sven.
Hello there.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, greetings.
Good evening. Oh, good night to well, I started this with meeting Daria like last summer.
Yes.
And things I believe in or know now, I would think I was crazy like 2 years ago. But when I realized that this is the truth and things started to fall apart, I always been very successful in everything. I never ever failed anything I set as a target for my life. But the last few years has been like hopeless, and I lost a lot of things. It's almost been like a comedy. But I really don't care because I feel like everything is going to come back. And I have an intuition of why this has been happening to me. And I wonder if I'm on the right track because now I'm finding energy to work again. I was hearing this other guy talking about this. Don't have any energy because I've been quite lazy now lately. But I have now 3 projects I'm going to pursue. And I'm not thinking right. Does the feelings, is that the reality?
Well, what is going on? I believe Yeshua is in your energy field. Is basically you ask for assistance to see more clearly, and that's why you're in the material world.
I see when I've been wondering what to do because I've been set on a path that I've followed my whole life, and now I found 3 projects I want to do, and it's like yes, that's it. And that comes from helping another person actually. So he came back to me with the idea. So is that the right?
Yes, that is right. Yes. Just follow your intuition with this. I believe it'll be a positive from seeing.
And this, the other question is, I was watching some documentary here about this secret Apollo 18 mission to the moon, where they found this huge spaceship with this woman inside. That was they had made a picture of her, and she's very pursued. And I was like, I felt some incredible connection to this picture. And I called Daria. And while we were talking about it, this picture popped up on her computer. And I didn't get a clear answer. Why did I feel this connection to this person or whatever, that individual on this spaceship?
Well, this is a past life connection, but also it seems like this is a guiding energy. They're guiding you into your path. Well, they're showing that you are on the right track, but also the reason they're popping around is they're just showing that their activity is real. And they're allowed to do this in this area. That's not always the case. They're not always allowed to be able to show their energies like this. But also to show that just continue your path. It will get more strange for you, but in a good way. Basically,
no, I am, I've never been very scared in my life, but I think that at this time I don't have any fear at all.
Well, a lot of your old ways are going to be released. So things that will come back to you is only things that you will need. You got rid of what you do not need, it seems. So just carry on with your journeys.
Yeah, I think you
will be fine.
Okay. And next is Miguel, and I think Omran will be reading them.
Miguel's first question is, I noticed some electronic equipment is malfunctioning around me. Do you have any messages about that?
Yes, as Archon visitation seems to be going on. It seems like they're tampering with items. They're losing their grip in your area. And I don't see it as a negative. Well, there is some with them, but they're just showing their presence at this time. No worries there. That's the only message I have for that.
Second question, are there any messages from the angels?
Well, yes. Apparently, broken cords of archons and other beings that are causing disconnection. They're causing disconnect from individuals. And so doing this, the electronic situation is just a sign of their frustration as they're losing their grip in certain areas. Ever so slightly, but every little bit matters. So it's just showing that your progress will continue. That's our message at this time.
Thank you. That was it.
Okay. And next is Galactic Federation of World Light Warriors. And the first question is, where have I been in Astral?
His name is David.
Oh, his name is David, by the way.
Sirius. Mostly Sirius at this time. There is a Zeta presence there with him, but Sirius seems to be a place of. There is, as for this Earth going into an ascension process, you can see it from outside. When you're inside, it's a little bit difficult to see its progress, but outside, you can see its great progress. And so some Syrians are having difficulties adjusting to it. So I see his energies, and around many planets are assisting our ascension. Some aren't knowing what to think of it. So, yes, a different world out there for sure. But that's what I'm seeing with him at this time.
Okay, and the next question is, any messages for me?
Yes, there's a hybrid version of you as a Zeta, but very humanoid. I believe it's on your Martian world at this time. And it is an experiment that you're very much involved with. Your astral self is very connected to it. The name is up to you. Name is not important, but you can connect to that name. Most likely you'll feel that information come through. There's a government energy around it also, but it is progress of more peace on the Martian landscape. There is some chaotic energies there that you're most likely aware of in some cases. Blessings.
Blessings. And last one is, any messages for Ivan?
Yes, and angelic realms are assisting Ivan's energy and others. You're all instrumentally changing the earth ever so slightly, but enough to turn the wheels of ascension, which is causing a ripple effect, not just here, but throughout the universe. And many are watching at this time, as you probably are aware, with good intentions for the most part. There's also things are going to get more wild in your next year. Blessings.
That was awesome. Blessings.
Yes. Much love to you all.
Maybe say just take the 3D glasses off for this event. It has been too long out. Yes. Okay. Blessings.
Much love, everyone. All right. Thank you. All right. Might have a blessing. If not, it's okay.
Yeah, I can try one. Daria can also say her blessing.
Of course, much love to everyone, and please just love yourself.
I have a blessing. Yamana Sohoria Sanaha, Tiabra Sokoshiata, Ramana Hiata, Manahoya Manahisikia, Brasianaha, Brasiana Hisiata Tataka. Glad for everyone to be in alignment and attunement with each other and alignment with the earth in order to help move forward in the ascension process.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Ivan and Daria and Pete. That was nice.
Yep. Thank you for that, guys. All right. Next webinar is next Tuesday. And night, everybody. Drive safe. And Jesus loves you. Good night.